I'm almost sure many of you have seen, my various rants on Twitter about how I wanted Half-Life pretty bad. I've heard of the game, and I've only known a few of the characters beforehand, and haven't even watched any gameplays, but, only a few of the characters, mind you. I never wanted to actually spoil the game for myself, so I simply just waited and hoped that one day I'd get the game for myself to add to my collection of Valve games. Because, I'm a little gremlin for Valve games. For a whole year now, I've dedicated myself to Team Fortress 2, more specifically Valve content. I've played through the first two Portal games, and I've yet to complete a few of the other Portal spin-offs in the series. These games I've actually genuinely had fun with, and have even played a bit of Portal 2 with my younger siblings, to which we ended up, doing this. Whatever it is. While Portal was fun and all to complete, Team Fortress 2 lays a special part in my life. The game literally saved me from unaliving myself. To me, it's not just a game. That game is my whole entire life. It means so much to me, more than others may actually think. I've had my ups and downs with the game, sure. I've seen toxic players, bad people, YouTubers I've looked up to in the community quit or just completely leave the fandom. It's bound to happen with any community. Though, what about Half-Life? What can I say about that? Well, it's a game I never really got into myself. And I've only started digging into it solely because of, skibbity toilets. God, I hate saying that. It was because of this I managed to do a little research, and seeing the older games in the series, I immediately fell in love. The style of the game was simplistic, the storyline reminded me of Portal, and I posted Twitter that I wanted Half-Life to fuel my Valve addiction. I was so badly wanting Half-Life. I waited and waited and waited for what felt like an eternity. Until, finally, August 18th, 2024. I opened up Twitter 5 minutes after waking up, and I posted that I wish I had Half-Life, and just stared at cat images and videos for a few minutes, until a reply. A friend of mine said that they'd get Half-Life for me since they had a few extra bucks, and thought that because I was such a nice person and did so much for the TF2 community, yeah. Frankly, I hadn't ever been gifted much in my life apart from family get-togethers for birthdays and Christmas. This came as both a shock and surprise. I wasn't even sure how to respond, to be fair. At least 2 or so hours later, at around 10 or 11 in the morning, I saw the friend request come in on my desktop. Accepting it, I saw it was a gift. The gift was none other than Half-Life. The original Half-Life. I was in tears. I finally had the game that I wanted. The game that would change my life for the better. Or, well, one of the games. I was in such a depressive state, such a terrible mood for days on end, if not weeks. I had through so much of myself and just downing myself for so long. And now that I had Half-Life, I realized I could do so much. And so much I did. I literally immediately booted up the game. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I literally binge played Half-Life for a good 4 or 5 hours straight. I know it's not healthy, but it was certainly the break that I needed. With the first few hours of me having owned the game, I'm not even joking, my phone wallpaper literally became Gordon Freeman. I've played so much Half-Life now that it's become a part of who I am. I absolutely love the voice lines, the characters, the plot. Specifically this line, this here. By far my favorite line of the entire game.
No! I'm with the science team!
I'm honestly not sure why I love this line, though something about it makes me smile every single time. Probably because I have a love for science, but that's beside the point. Half-Life now sits comfortably in my hands, and I'm all in for this new part of me. At this rate, I'm proud to say that I'm willing to play through all of Half-Life if I can. For me, Half-Life is pretty tricky to beat, though I like that. It's got a good storyline too, which I mentioned previously. I'm hoping that one of these days I can find myself live streaming for you guys, so we can do playthroughs of Half-Life, Portal, maybe even TF2, or even Team Fortress Classic. So far, I absolutely love Half-Life. You know, it's a brilliant game, and I'd 100% play it again. And so, this is where I would have ended the video. However, I hadn't seen what else there was for Half-Life. So, will I be playing Half-Life even more? Well, the answer is yes. Half-Life has taken over my life at this point, and I absolutely hate for this new hyperfixation to die out. So, while I like Valve games, I'm gonna milk the hell out of this while I can. I've been Error Shark, and Valve games are my obsession, and so is Half-Life. Twitter about how I wanted Half-Life pretty bad. You know, I heard the game. Oh my god. I need to stop stuttering. I chug water. My voice cracked. Ah! So far, I absolutely love Half-Life. It's a brilliant game, and I would 100% play it again. What is this voice? What? Why am... You know, I was gonna do something cooler for the outro of the bloopers, but this is all you guys get.